welcome back to my channel. I'm Debbie from Debbie's World, and today it's time for another video. Now I'm recording from a slightly different angle because, as usual, the sun is streaming through the window, so I'm afraid you're going to have to be faced with my unplastered wall because the lighting is much better this way round. So I'm going to do a Slimming World recipe. It's from the March-April 2020 Slimming World magazine, issue 151, and it's the Chicken Tikka Pasta Bake, page 52. So that's what it looks like. And for this we will need low calorie cooking spray or fry light, 1 onion finely sliced. I've got a red onion, that's what needs using up. 200 grams of mushrooms finely chopped. I cheated a bit and got some pre-sliced, and I only got 150 grams because I'm not overly keen on mushrooms, but I do eat them now and again. But the recipe says 200 grams. 3 garlic cloves. I've got lazy garlic. 1 red pepper, de-seeded and finely sliced. 1.5 tablespoons of medium Tikka curry powder. I've got medium curry powder. 1 teaspoon of ground coriander. 2 times 400 grams of tin tomatoes, so 2 tins of tomatoes. 3 skinless and boneless chicken breasts cut into small chunks. Haven't got this out of the fridge yet, but 100 grams of fat-free natural Greek yogurt. This is what I don't have, but it'll be fine without it. 30 grams of fresh coriander, leaves roughly chopped, plus a few whole leaves to serve. And this is to serve on the side. 400 grams of spring greens. I've missed something out. 400 grams of dried ricotta or fusilli pasta. So I've got, I think there's probably about 200 grams of penne there. And not that we are not stocked up or anything, or that I've completely forgot to even look at the shelves, and I might not have been able to get any anyway. But fortunately I do have a bit of tagliatelle left. Now, yeah, it's probably not meant to go in a pasta bake, but I'm sure it'll be absolutely fine to make the amount up to 400 grams of pasta. So the first thing I'm going to do is chop my pepper, onion and chicken, and then I'll come back and let you know what the next step is. I forgot to say earlier that I didn't see this recipe in the magazine initially. I saw this recipe on Vicky's channel over at Vicky's World. I saw her eating it on one of her food diaries because I had put this magazine away when I was having a manic tidy up and I hadn't looked at it. So yeah, that's where I saw it. So I got the magazine back out, looked at it and thought, yeah, I really do fancy that. So thank you, Vicky, and I think you're doing really well and your food always looks delicious. So I have preheated my oven to 200 degrees, 220, fan 200 or gas mark 7. And I've got a deep non-stick frying pan and my fry light. And I'm going to heat that up, ready to fry off my veg. So I've got my pan heated up nicely and I'm going to add my chopped onion, my chopped pepper, my mushrooms, and you can add your 3 cloves of garlic, or I'm going to add my lazy garlic, so 3 teaspoons of that. Yeah, 3 garlic cloves, so about 3 teaspoons of that. And I'm going to fry those off for about 10 minutes or until they start to soften. At the same time, I'm starting to cook my pasta. I do need to add some more water. But it says once you've got the veg frying off, you need to boil the pasta in some boiling salty water for a couple of minutes less than it says on the packet instructions. So mine says 7 to 9 minutes, so that should be about right for when these have been frying for 10 minutes. So I'll get my salt out now. My onions, garlic and pepper I've been frying for about 10 minutes, and I've got my medium curry powder, and it says 1.5 tablespoons of curry powder. So we'll add that in, and we'll add a teaspoon of ground coriander and a splash of water, and fry that for another couple of minutes. Right, we've had a bit of a change of scenery as my camera suddenly needed charging, so you're just on the phone now. So apologies if the sound's different, but we'll continue doing our best. So I've got my vegetable mix with my curry powder and coriander in. Then I'm going to add my 2 tins of tomatoes. And 100 ml of water. And I'm going to simmer that for 5 minutes. Right, so my tomato mix has been simmering for a further few minutes. And I'm going to add in the chicken. Oops. I'm going to add in the chicken, and I'm going to add some black pepper. You don't have to add this if you don't want to. Some more salt. And this is when you would add your coriander if you have it, but I'm just going to add some Italian herbs. And 100 grams of fat-free yoghurt. I've got this Greek style fat-free yoghurt. So I'm going to add a few generous teaspoons to it. Take it off the heat, give it a good stir. And we also need to stir in our pasta. Right, so there we go. I've mixed everything up. So pasta, chicken, tomatoes, veg. It does say to do it in separate bowls, in 4 separate bowls, but I don't have that. So I've done it in my own big oven-proof dish, but there's enough to feed 5,000 there, and the pasta didn't even weigh 400 grams. So I might try and get more than 4 portions out of it. But what we need to do now is bake this for 25 minutes in my preheated oven at 220 degrees. So I'll see you in about 25 minutes. And here is the cooked Tikka chicken pasta bake. Now, it was in for about 30 minutes, so it's caught a bit on the top, but I've tasted a piece of chicken and it's cooked. So what I'll do, I've got plenty of trays, so I'll split it up, see how many portions I get out of it. I'll taste it along the way and come back and tell you what I think. There we go then, that is 5 generous portions of chicken tikka pasta bake. Now I've tasted it while I've been portioning it out, and I think it needs more curry powder next time, because I must admit the predominant taste is tomato. You can taste the creaminess of the yoghurt. The chicken is really smooth, the pasta's cooked nicely, all that veg is really nice and good for you. But I must just say the predominant taste is the tomato, then afterwards you get a little kick of the curry. So I'll probably add, if I make it again, I'll add a bit more curry powder. But I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Let me know if you make it. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.